when we're looking at lash trays and which ones to use, we go by the numbers and the stickers on the trays. So for example, here you can see a sticker that says 0.20 D and mix. And here you see 0.05 D12. So to avoid getting confused, let's just focus on the first sticker. So here you see 0.20. So what this tells me is it's a classic tray. And on this tray, you see 0.05. So that's a lot smaller. So this tells me this is a volume tray. So let me tell you what I'm talking about. Well, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So here, for example, is what I was talking about, the classic. Here is a classic lash. So as you can see, it's thick and it's dark. Okay, so this, for example, is the 0.20. Okay, we use this for classics. The volume, here I'll show you a volume, is a lot thinner. Okay, so this is a 0.05. Oops. So that's a 0.05. Okay, so this is the difference with a classic and a volume. The reason why there's a difference is because with classic lashes, we can only use one of these onto a natural lash. We can only place one. If we place two, it will be too heavy because they're so thick. So we are only allowed to do one lash, one extension onto one natural lash. Now, when we're talking about the volume, these are very, very thin. So we're allowed to do multiple of these onto one natural lash. So what I mean by multiple is how we recognize fans is with D. So for example, if we're going to use 2, we're going to call it 2D. If we're going to use 3 volume lashes, we're going to call it 3D. If we're going to use 5 volume lashes, we're going to call it 5D. Now, and so forth. So if it even goes up to, this is when we're hitting mega volume. If we're going to use 10 of these, we're going to call it 10D, all the way up to even 20D. And that means, yes, even 20 of these can be made into what we would call a fan. I like to call it like a bouquet of lashes. But yeah, that's the difference of classic and a volume. Now, to get more technical, classic, well, yeah, let's start with volume because it's thinner. So if you can see, volume 0.05 is this one right here. So volumes come in other sizes. So for example, the volume comes in a 0.02, 0.03, a 0.05, which is what we have here, and a 0.07. Okay, so that is all the sizes, which is the thickness, or you can call the diameter of the lash, the volume lash. And now when we get into a bigger size, which would be classified as a classic, that would be called, well, the sizes would start from 0.10. Okay, so 10 would be, talking about the classic lash, would be smaller than this one. Okay, so we'd have classics in a diameter of 0.10, 0.15, 0.18, 0.20, 0.25, and even 0.30. So 0.25 classic lashes and 0.30 I find are way too heavy. I find that anytime I put a 0.25 or a 0.20 or a 0.30 on, they tend to just fall to the side when you place them on. So I like to stick to, for classic, I like to stick to either a 0.18 or a 0.20. Okay, so that's the difference of a volume lash and a classic lash. Okay, so again, volume come in 0.02, 0.03, 0.05, and 0.07. Then we get into classic, which is 0.10, 0.15, 0.18, 0.20, 0.25, and even up to 0.30. Okay, so that's the diameters of the lashes. Okay, so now that we've gone through the difference of classic and volume, let's focus on the second sticker on your lash tray. Okay, so here you can see the letter D. You see the letter D here as well. Okay, so this is the type of curl. Okay, so there's many curls of lashes. D is the most popular, so that's what we're going to be working with. However, the different curls will come in different letters. So there's a B curl, a C curl, a D curl, which is what we're using. There's J curl, there's L curl, and there's even an M. There's a new one called an M curl. Now, the C and the D are the most popular lashes curls. So the C is, so that's what I work with. The C is more of a natural, so it looks more natural when you do that a C curl lash set, and a D curl is it's a deeper curl, so it seems a little bit more dramatic. So yeah, so the C and the D is the most popular. And just another tip, when you're working with a D curl, they also come in DD, which is an even deeper curl. So you can get a D, which is the original D curl, or you can get a DD, which is a deeper curl. And that also goes for C. So you can get the C natural curl, or you can get a CC, which is also it's a deeper C. Okay, so that's the different types of curls. Now let's get into the last sticker. Okay, so if you can see right here, it says a mix tray, and here it says the number 12. Okay, so let's talk about the mixed first. So if you can see this tray here, it has all different sizes. Close up, you can see different sizes. So starting from really, really short, we have the number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way up to 15. So this is a mixed tray of 8 millimeter to 15 millimeters in length. Okay, so for example, if you're gonna do, let's say like a cat eye, you'll start with the inner corner with an 8 millimeter, and then you're gonna end, you're gonna go 8, 9, 10, and end with a 15 millimeter at the outer corner. So we're gonna start inner corner, shortest to longest on the outer corner. So that would be a mixed tray. Now let's talk about the second tray. This one is a full 12 tray. So what that means is it doesn't have the sizes 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It only has 12 millimeter. So that also comes in, so that's a full tray. So the full trays can come in, so see how this is 8, 9, all the way up to 15. This tray can come in all 8s, all 8 sizes, all 9 sizes, all 10 sizes, all 11 sizes, all 12 sizes, all the way up to, your highest number. So all that means is this is going to be a full tray of one size, and this one is going to be a mixed tray of a whole bunch of different sizes to work with.